man behind the lens and also the expert in digital media and also filmmaking, Mr. Shashank Acharya.
Thank you, Shreesha.
About your new upcoming project.
New film is called Battle of Buffalo. So it's a documentary on the Kambala, 800 years of this culture, and I don't think there has been a single film about the story behind the Kambala, whether it's the history or anything.
That's truly exciting.
This is our attempt of showing that, okay, we want to tell the story of Tamil Nadu, the people, the culture, and how much essence the Kambala holds to our people. Bring the history of Kambala. We want to bring about the commercial aspects of Kambala, the jockey, their lifestyle, how much they have invested, and the behind the scenes preparations as well. It's not just about the race.
Stories That Matter, Battle of Buffaloes, releasing on 14th of June 2025. And without further ado, I would like to welcome the man behind the lens and also the expert in digital media and also filmmaking, Mr. Shashank Acharya. A warm welcome to you, sir.
Thank you, Shaina.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. Don't worry. We're just going to have some conversations and everything. So, how do you feel being a part of this? You are here to share some stories about your new upcoming project. Would you like to tell something to the viewers what the new project is about?
So, our new film is called Battle of Buffaloes, which will be out on June 14th on Stories That Matter YouTube channel. So, it's a documentary on the Kambala, and it is about the culture, the story behind, you know, the jockeys, the history and everything. So that is something that we are planning to do with our film.
Like, what made you choose this as the topic? As we know, Kambala has a rich heritage in coastal Karnataka and everything. So what made you decide, okay, we are going to take this as the topic and, you know, also start a documentary on it?
So the thing about Kambala is like 800 years of this culture, and I don't think there has been a single film about the story behind the Kambala, whether it's the history or anything. There have been cinematic montages, there have been aerial shots, reels and everything, but nobody has, you know, dwelled into the storytelling part of it, the history part, the culture part, the jockeys part, their lifestyle, and even the animal cruelty part as well, where, you know, there have been, what do you say, ban during the period, right?
Yes.
So we are like planning to make a film which comprises the whole story of the Kambala, and that's why we wanted to bring that story.
That's truly exciting. Tell us about the team Stories That Matter. Would you like to share some?
So Stories That Matter is basically a bunch of friends who make videos for a living. So that's the basic brief explanation. But what we actually do is, a bunch of passionate storytellers who want to tell stories across India, want to narrate some of the stories which don't make it to the limelight, and that's how we have been doing it. So we started off by making films in the coastal Karnataka because we are from this homeland and everything, and eventually with the brands coming in, with the monetization and everything, so we were able to expand it to India, and that's how we are bringing our stories.
Okay, that's amazing. To go more deep into the Battle of the Buffaloes and to know more about it, would you give a brief introduction and the story behind it and how all that happened? Initially, you gave a brief intro about, how it originated and everything. So would you like to go a little bit deep to it so that the viewers would understand better? What would you like to convey?
So Battle of Buffaloes, what is our main intention is we wanted to make a film. We wanted to we had this thing of producing a film, like we wanted to do it. So this is our attempt of showing that, okay, we want to tell the story of Tamil Nadu, the people, the culture, and how much essence the Kambala holds to our people, right? So that is the main reason for bringing this film. Battle of Buffaloes is basically, it's a film on the rich history of Kambala. It's a film on how much, people are invested, the commercial element of it. So with Battle of Buffalo, what is our thing is we want to bring the history of Kambala. We want to bring about the commercial aspects of Kambala, the jockey, their lifestyle, how much they have invested, and the behind the scenes preparations as well. It's not just about the race, but what goes behind the scene, how much preparations that happen, and even regarding the buffaloes as well, like how much treatment they're given, how much they are looked after and everything, right? So that is all we have tried to comprise in a film, and that is how we want to tell the story of the Kambala, like behind the scenes as well as the race day, right? So that is how we want to say it. So our main thing is like being from this homeland, we wanted to tell stories of Tamil Nadu. We wanted to tell stories of the rich culture that we come from and 800 years of this culture. And our main essence is that we get to, do a little bit, give it back to what our culture has given us, right? So that is the main thing about
Yes.
Buffaloes.
Okay, talking about behind the scenes, and you also mentioned like you want to show the viewers as well as a lot of effort goes behind the scenes. Would you like to talk something about it, like how much effort that goes behind the scenes?
So yeah, Shaina, like for this project, we have worked almost 2 to 3 months relentlessly for one project. So even with the editing part of it, like there have been at least 2 TB of footages and almost 15 to 16 hours of interviews of total multiple people.
Okay.
And so that is how we are trying to comprise it into a whole film. So regarding this film, like even for a single shot, we have traveled at least 2 to 3 hours just to bring that one interview or just to bring that one shot and all of it. So we have shot across 7 to 8 Kambalas even. Yeah, so that is about it.
Okay. So what have you learned about it? You being behind the scenes, behind the camera, while you're capturing all of these elements and everything. What have you learned, especially from this?
So one of the main lessons that I've learned is like there's so much more depth for our culture. There's so much more. It's not just about the pride, but it's more about our, what do you say, how much efforts that goes behind the scenes. We don't usually see that. We just see the race and we just enjoy that thing, right? But there is so much more behind the scenes, and that is something that I've learned about this.
Okay, so and when you also tell me about Kambala and everything, even I'm very excited to like look into the documentary when it comes out and all of that. So run us through what we expect from Battle of Buffaloes to the viewers who are really excited. Even I am very excited. So what would you like to tell the viewers? What should they be ready for?
So you can expect a great film, to be very honest.
Okay, definitely.
But one of the main things that about the Battle of Buffaloes is you can expect a different side of a Kambala. You can expect a different perspective of a Kambala. We have even gone to an extent where we make a segment regarding, people like as simple as, okay, there is churmuri, there is lime soda and all of it, right? So we have got their perspective as well, their element as well, that how much just a culture that, influences their livelihood, how much they make revenue and all of it, right? So there is a different side of stories, and we are focused on multiple elements of that as well. So you can expect a great film, to be very honest. So
yes, amazing. Even I'm very excited. Okay, in the filmmaking process, what sets you guys apart from the others?
So yeah, about our films, what is the thing is, we always have this hunger. We want to do more. We want to give our best and beyond 110%. So that's always been the thing. Like initially, what has happened is, so we started off with Tulunadu and local films and everything. Okay. So there were times when like, okay, me and Murali, another photo artist, so we had like 350 rupees as like we had 350 rupees, and instead of having food that day, we decided that we'll put a fuel and we'll go film we'll do a film, so that is how, like, that hunger has always been there to produce films, and that is what sets us apart. Is always when it comes to the team, everyone has that integrity, that passion, and that love for cinema, that we want to give our best, we want to do always beyond our capabilities, and that's what sets us apart, I guess.
Wow, that's truly amazing. With so much of effort and passion, we can actually pull off a lot of things, and that's a great example. Yeah. And with a successful business at weddings, and as we also mentioned in the intro, why did you choose to do this? So what would you like to tell the viewers?
Weddings, yeah, it has been going great, like God's been kind, but with filmmaking, that thing is like, the thing with weddings is a lot of privileged people can hire us, with all of that. But there are so many stories that left untold, like media people usually cover the ones for the TRP and all of it. But like as simple as, like we have shot a video on an old couple who sell some idli for 10 to 15 rupees. Okay. So those kind of stories do get untold, right? And with our name, Stories That Matter, we want to tell those stories. We want to bring those stories to light. So that has been our main essence. Like we want to keep doing this stuff, right? Okay. So that is why, like, we always felt that, like, as a filmmaker, you'll always have this quest for telling stories. We want to narrate a story. So by this, we get an opportunity to tell these kind of stories that always have been. So right now we are doing across India, but eventually, initially we started off with doing in the coastal belt. And, so that is how we have been growing.
Okay, that's great. And I would also like to ask about who are part of your team, like who and all are the members who are part of the team. Like, did you initially have all these members, or later on it really did grow as a team, like your team members?
So we have a 16-member team crew. So
Okay.
always it's been the day ones, like they started off, whom we started off, right? So they have always been the part.
Okay.
So with the film too, like initially we had like 5 to 6 members, so now it has grown up to 16, and it's been a part. Do you want me to tell the names?
Yeah, you can also, definitely, you can mention.
Okay, so for the cinematographers, there is Murali, there is Shravan, there is Shreesha, there is Anuj, there is Sanith, and there is our drone pilot Ramith as well. For the editing team, Sakshith is doing the post production of it, and for the color, Shreyas is doing the color, and Pramila as well. She's doing the design. What do you say? The motion graphics and all of it,
Yeah.
and Vignesh, as well. So this is the part.
Okay, that sounds like an amazing team,
Yeah.
and I definitely think that you guys have worked really hard, and wishing you all the very,
Thank
very
you.
best.
Thank you.
And also, I would like, okay, is this your first like documentary film, or have you guys done something else as well, like any other films also, or documentaries?
We have been doing mini documentaries of the sort. This is our first feature length film, so it'll be 30-35 minutes long.
Okay.
And this is our first of the kind where we are producing a film. Like in our wedding films, we used to have this logo called the Film by Raga Productions. Now we are technically producing a film by Raga, so that is something.
Okay, yeah, the Raga Productions.
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. So throughout, like, do you think you guys have grown a lot from the period, like how you have started, and now you are like a team of 16 members? You think you have grown a lot as a team, and also like learned a lot from it?
So yeah, 100%. Like over, like this has been, like, the thing is, God has been very kind. So in the 3 years span, we have grown, like we have expanded like crazily, and now we get to do what we love to do and tell stories across India. So that is something that has been the best part of it. So with our team, that's well, like skills wise, we have grown, and even the production level too. We have tried our best to try something of a Netflix level production in our place, you know. So we wanted to bring that thing. So yeah, we have grown a lot, to be very honest.
That's really, really great. And so as you spoke so much about filmmaking and everything else, like what is the message you would like to give the younger generation who is eagerly, you know, waiting to get into the film industry, or, you know, filmmaking as well, and, you know, who do not really have support from their family or friends? What message would you like to give them?
So to be very honest, like when it comes to filmmaking, it's more about telling the great kind of stories, you know, representing a story, representing a culture, representing whatever it is. So the first 100 videos, you just have to let it go. Like, don't care about the views, don't care about anything else, just keep doing it, and that's how you will get better. That's how you will refine yourself, you'll refine your skills and everything. So the first main thing is, don't care about the numbers at the initial part of the stage, and eventually the numbers will follow, the people will follow, and the support will follow. So that is about the filmmaking thing. And main thing is, like, giving your best. Like, don't compromise. Like, obviously there will be budget constraints and all of it, but it should not stop you from not giving your best every single time. So that is the main thing about filmmaking. Like, always do your best.
Yeah, always do your best, and with hard work, God will always be kind to you. Yeah, and finally and lastly, I would also like what is, okay, to the viewers, as this, when is it gonna release?
June 14th.
June 14th will be the date of Battle of Buffaloes that is gonna release. So what is the final message that you would like to give the viewers to please watch the Battle of Buffaloes? Also, you could state some words to the viewers.
So, Battle of Buffaloes will be out on June 14th on Stories That Matter YouTube channel. Our main thing is that we wanted to represent the story of Tulunadu. We wanted to bring our culture to a bigger screen, you know, for the international level as well. So, our main thing is that we get to represent a story that we have been seeing from a long time. And for me personally too, like, I've grown up with this culture, you know, I've grown up with this idea that, okay, this has been a part of my life. So, telling its story, you know, narrating its story, and digging deep into the whole part of it. So this is very special for me, and this is our first film too, so that too is very special. So, like, please do watch it, do support us, and yeah,
first ones are always very special. Thank you so much, sir. It was truly very fascinating. And to all the viewers, as we have come to the end of this podcast, I would like to tell that the Battle of the Buffaloes, the documentary, will be releasing on 14th of June 2025. As we belong to this beautiful and rich and vibrant culture of the coastal city of Karnataka, and we know we get to learn so many things and so many beautiful things, and as this entire team has captivated it in such a beautiful manner, I feel this is definitely worth the watch, and I ask everyone to kindly do watch it, and you won't be disappointed. Stories That Matter, Battle of Buffaloes, releasing on 14th of June 2025. Thank you so much.